Hello and welcome back to Tom and Ollie's Big Kids Club. He's
Tom.
I'm Ollie, and with us is one of my very best friends, Rob.
Hello.
How you doing?
Well, hello, Rob.
Good evening.
Well, is it evening? It's afternoon.
It's dark outside my window right now.
Listen to that sexy, sultry voice.
Yeah. He's become
It's weird with earphones on because I can't hear my own voice. Well, I can hear a muffled voice, but I can hear you guys really well.
So it's Christmas, and how is Christmas in Cornwall?
It's today absolutely hammering down. As we say in Cornwall, it's blowing a hoolie.
Blowing a hoolie.
Blowing a hoolie, and it's really wet. And I got soaked walking the dog this morning. But other than that, it's not too bad. I've been hanging up Christmas lights and stuff.
I think now, I think on the last podcast, which Tom somehow managed to avoid, I showed my new dog Lala. Like I'm now a dog owner.
Is it Lala?
Lala. Yeah,
I thought it's Layla.
Layla, no, it's Lala.
Sorry.
Did you name her?
No. So the couple we got it from, their son named all the puppies just for fun. And we kind of quite liked it. So
Lala.
as soon as we saw her, we were like, oh, she's a Lala. So
Lady Lala.
Yeah. But I think the worst thing about having a dog is going out in the rain.
Yeah.
And waiting for them to do a shit or a piss.
Yeah.
But I know Tom's had dogs all his life.
Yeah.
And so have you. Because going around to Rob's, you always had
it's always German Shepherds.
What was Coco though? Coco.
Gordon Setter.
Yeah. I loved Coco. Coco
was good, but I felt bad for Coco. You know, she didn't get the love she deserved. She was loved, but once I remember my brother kicking a football and it accidentally hitting her, and she fell over, and almost, I think it must have winded her or something. And I never forgot that moment. And I thought, poor Coco.
Oh, I love Coco. She was in I Shot My Best Friend's Dog, the original version.
Yeah, she was. Yeah,
which is a film that his brother made years ago, and then
I've seen a copy of it.
Well, me and Rob
remade it.
Yeah,
many years later. But
because we can't think of our own ideas.
But yeah, so Lala is a pug Jack Russell mix, more so a pug than a Jack Russell, but she's insane. Put
a Jack Russell with a pug, and you're asking for trouble. I had one. What was the name? Was it Jack Russell? It was a mad mix anyway, and her name was Millie, and she was basically Satan. And made the noises of a demon from both ends.
Yeah.
So,
hearing dogs fight is quite amusing, though.
Mine doesn't fart.
Does it not?
No, don't smell them.
No, it's when they surprise themselves. That's the funny bit.
Yeah. I think I've seen one or two like that where it's gone and it's been like.
I'm surprised how much they like vegetables and fruit.
Yeah, my hat's not staying on. Won't fit over my earphones.
Oh, I want a hat.
I think my head's grown.
I mean, the only reason why I'm wearing a hat today is because it's all gone now.
Oh my God! Dr. Evil!
Oh shit!
Yes.
Oh shit!
It looks
Adrian Edmondson.
It looks
Eddie
worse on
Hitler.
camera. I'm sure. It's
Eddie Hitler.
I'm gonna go around with my cows.
Oh, wait there.
I think it was a pube. Oh, the dog.
To be fair, mine's quite
I think
short.
it looks good, man.
No, I don't like it.
I think you need a beard.
Yeah, I
Yes.
agree. But it's like grey here.
That's cool.
Look at yours there. You've got a lovely, nice
Adam
dark
Buxton.
beard. And look at Wagstaff. He's actually finally grown a beard.
Went through puberty this year.
Speaking of this year, though, you've had a really good year this year, haven't you?
Oh man, it's been mental. It's been crazy, yeah.
Your band has been doing
I don't know how. It's
it's good, man. It's good stuff.
It's wicked. We literally. I saw the vinyl records. I think it was a couple of days ago when I sent you the pictures of them, and they're all getting sent out, and that's exciting. And we got signed to a tonal music agency, and that's I'm trying to remember some of the bands like Conjurer, Zombie, some real
Rob's
cool.
What?
in the field that we do.
Cranberry Zombie, is that?
Cranberry Zombies. It's pretty mental, to be honest. But like,
That's really cool.
I don't know. And we did Hark Tangent. We did that festival. We went over to Zurich. We played there. And like next, like
I didn't realise when you went to Zurich, you like got the wrong plane. You like missed.
I didn't tell anyone. That's just embarrassing.
Go on, tell us. What happened then?
Oh fuck. So, yeah, I booked the flight like a week before I was meant to go. Everybody else, you know, like they're all.
Bear in mind, Tom's the lead of the band. He's the singer, songwriter.
Oh no, I'm not the leader. Like no, I'll turn up, I'll play. Not the leader. Don't get me to organise anything. Like Chris, amazing. Tim, amazing. Matthias, Pete, incredible. Me, idiot. So, being dyslexic, numerically especially, and also leaving everything to the last minute because I got a diagnosis for ADHD this year as well, which explains a lot. I realised that I shouldn't be left to book my own flights, because what happened was I left it to the week before, got really, really panicked. All the prices shot up like massively. I found the cheapest one and they all wanted me to go on the flight with them. And I was like, wicked, I'll book this. And then what are the London airports? This is why
Gatwick,
Stansted.
the horrible one, Gatwick, isn't it?
I don't know.
That's the horrible one. It's a big one anyway. So I travelled down and I'd been working for a new company that week. And I travelled down and it took me all night to get there. I had to get to Woking, where Tim lives. And like, I got to Woking at like 4 a.m. and our flight was at 6:30. I was absolutely smashed to bits. Like, they're all laughing at me. We got there, like, you have to go and park your car. And then you have to get like a shuttle over. And I'm just flagging, feel awful. Just want to get on the plane. We get to the gate and they go, I show them, I've got my pass. And like, here you go. And then the man's looking at me and he's typed it in the computer once and he's like, you're not on it. I'm like, no, but the pass does it about 10 times and he doesn't notice either. And then he goes, it's for yesterday. And I was just like,
oh man.
That'd be why then. So they're all there looking at me going, what's going on? I'm like, wow. Funny story, guys. And I just like, there's a video, I'll send it to you, of like Tim and his wife and Matty getting through the gate, and they just film me and I'm just there on my phone like just trying to find it. And basically, long and short of it was, I ended up spending, I think it was 500 quid on a flight to Zurich, around about that. But the cheapest flight was from the other side and I had to get a British Airways flight, which was amazing because it was EasyJet we were flying with and I don't like them.
Oh, so you got like a proper posh plane then?
Oh, for 500 quid it was amazing for all of an hour. But yeah, so got across and like the actual gig was incredible, like because I was nervous because like I didn't think anyone was going to turn up, and this like promotion agency who do a festival over there, Bergamel, had booked us.
Bergamel?
Bergamel. That's just a bloke's name, Bergamel.
Mel Gibson, but his face is a burger.
And basically we had a couple of days in Zurich, which was beautiful. And then we played the show, and I didn't expect anyone to turn up, and it was sold out, and it was incredible. And the venue we were in, which was called Debaser or something like that.
Debaser.
Was beautiful. It was all independent and all the rest of it. But in short, don't let me book anything or fuck all. But yeah, like the band's gone amazing, and I've started a new job as well, which is incredible.
Yeah. So what you like? Are you full-time editor, or are you like shooting?
Full-time editor, and I'm not. I don't want to touch a camera ever again. Like I can't stand it.
I'm not a fan of camera work anymore. I mean, I'll do it for animation, but in terms of going out and filming real people anymore,
yeah,
kind of.
It's more producing. If you get sent on a shoot, you've got someone there who's shooting for you. You're logging shots. You're interviewing people, and I love that. I really don't mind that.
Well, you're good at that, especially when we interviewed
Ozzy.
Well,
it wasn't Ozzy.
It didn't Ozzy. It was Geezer Butler.
Yeah, he fell down the stairs that week, didn't he? Bless him.
Ozzy?
Ozzy, yeah, because I got the phone call originally.
Yeah, we were going to interview Ozzy, and we were like, I mean, we got to interview Tony Iommi and Geezer, but because someone else already did Bill Ward, didn't they?
Yeah, they did him over in LA. But yeah,
did you see the video of that? Oh, you edited it, didn't he? But he's sitting in this like massive chair, Yeah,
It's a throne.
it was ridiculous.
But yeah, oh bless him. What have you been up to, Oliver?
Well, I was going to say, before I say that, like, if anyone's listening, still listens to us, check out Tom's album, Dead Bird. What's the name of the album?
In the Absence of.
It's
and
fantastic.
it's on Voice of the Unheard Records, Clever Eagle Records, and Dog Nights, I think it is. And
is it on Amazon Music?
It's on Amazon.
Have a look. Hang on.
I think it is.
I'll tell you right now.
Spotify as well.
It's on Spotify. It's on Apple.
That's what I've got.
It's on uTorrent. I don't know. Pirate Bay.
Yeah.
But it's cool though. Like when the day it came out, I went to the toy fair and I was just walking around the toy fair listening to this like crushingly emotional music. With Tom pretty much crying.
Yeah,
Dead Bird. You are on. Yeah,
we're on Amazon. I didn't even know that.
You got some in the absence of. Yeah, there you go.
It's really good. So check it out, people. My 2022 has been a bit up and down. I don't know. Not gonna lie, but it's been alright. Like. I started off the year by doing a video for the Porn Crumpets, which I was really pleased with, for a song called Acid Dent. And then,
which is wicked.
Thank you. And then it went a bit quiet for
all your videos are wicked, Ollie.
Well,
they just.
Then I was booked to do a video for Alter Bridge, which like not my cup of tea music wise. They're fine. It's just not what I normally listen to. And we had an idea set in stone and everything like that. And then when it came to making the video in June. I storyboarded it and started to make all the props and everything like that, and then they changed the idea on me, which is, that's their right and stuff. But what was meant to be a 3-month project ended up whittling down to 5 weeks, and it
always happens to you.
Always. And then
I think it's a regular thing in a business, isn't it?
The day that I started like actual production, I got COVID, so I had 10 days of feeling like crap.
I've just come off the back of that, and it's not fun, is it?
And then, I mean, it wasn't too bad for me. Like, I had a couple of nights of like, you haven't had it yet, have you, Rob?
No, I'm aware of.
I had like really mad, weird, like fever dreams.
Nice.
Like, I can't like explain it, but it was like my brain was trying to, like, I was imagining my brain as like circuitry trying to fix my body as I was going through COVID.
Maybe it was.
Maybe
that was what's happening.
Then not only that, then we had the heat wave, and it was just blisteringly hot. Like I couldn't even touch my graphics tablet. It was that hot. I couldn't even put my hand on it.
This is where I have the advantage of living by the ocean, and I literally went swimming every day just to cool off.
Just to rub it in.
Amazing.
Just rubbing it in.
Rob emerges out there with dick
like Aquaman.
Like
Seaman.
But yeah, then that video came out. It's actually done pretty well, but I think just the circumstances of making it kind of like really soured me on it, so I haven't really watched it. But I saw a live video of them like at the NEC, and whenever they play the song that I did the video for, the video is like behind them on the screen.
I know where.
That's good, man.
But like,
are you getting paid extra for that, by the way?
No. I just, when you have an idea in your head and you think this is going to be wicked, and it changes, and it's not what you wanted to do. But oh well, that's just the way it works. After that, I worked for the guy who did the Sharknado films.
What did you do for that?
So there's this film. It's called Time Pirates, and it's basically I think they're from Canada. I think they're Canadian, and they're this band called S7 or something. But anyway, they're like, or S6. Then they're like 6 brothers and sisters, and they're all in a band together, and it's like a pop punky kind of band. And they became quite popular during lockdown on TikTok. And then, have you heard of Tubi? It's like a streaming platform service, like a Netflix, but it's free because they have adverts on it. And so they make like original films, and they made this film called Time Pirates starring these kids. And I just did like a little animated sequence in it, and it was fun to do. It only took a couple of weeks. And since then, I have literally done piss all apart from working on my own YouTube channel, and that's it really.
Which looks wicked, by the way. I made this YouTube channel.
Yeah, I'm trying to do.
I'm loving the Home Alone stuff that you just done.
Oh,
yeah,
cheers!
nice.
Thanks, man. I'm trying to push that at the moment.
Harry,
are you doing a video of that, or is it just the figures?
Just the figures. Like I did like a little animation at the end, just like a little thing, but it's too much to do like a full production. But what I want to do next year, hopefully if I get to do a claymation video, like music video, I'll document the whole process.
That'll be
And I
sick.
have, James Rayner, my friend, he's written a script for me that hopefully next year I'm gonna like make on the channel. So I'll make it all the characters, the sets, and then you'll see the final film at the end. But then Rob was like, we need to do a trapdoor. And I was like, we should do it. But Rob's going to be part of the short film I'm doing.
Sick.
I think you know what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I kind of want to do a little trapdoor thing as well. That would be quite fun. Something, I don't know.
I found my trapdoor DVD today, ironically.
I got one in Poundland.
Yeah.
I was very happy with
that's
that.
a bargain, that is.
It was such a
Sure
great
for that.
show. So good.
Who was the animators on that?
I don't know. It was pre-Aardman, I think.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. It's
Soon it'll be Ollie Jones.
Oh yeah.
But but then obviously I've got the dog, which is awesome. Like, and the one thing I didn't say, like, I didn't realize how hard it was going to be when you first get a puppy. Like, it was such a culture shock. Like, I was like, like, don't get me wrong, I love her to bits, but I wasn't like, I have had cats all my life. I had a dog when I was really young. Rob was a Huggy.
Huggy the pooer.
We were me and Rob were in the back of my dad's car because he had like a pickup truck or whatever, and we had to sit on the back on like a wheel.
No
seat belt, so we just had to hold on. And we were only like 5 years old, like going in the back.
I swear there was like 5 of us back there, and some other people in there.
Tools in the back, just rolling around. This dog Huggy, and
Huggy's rolling around.
Huggy wasn't properly trained or anything. He just did his shit in the back of the car,
which was also rolling around.
So me and Rob are like trying to avoid this poo.
Amazing.
But yeah, it's
into something.
Quite a culture shock, like quite a shock to the system.
Massively.
But like, it's really rewarding though once you like teach them how to do something. Like even as simple as sit, once you get that, or pour or spin or down and things like that, it's quite rewarding. And then when you finally master the toilet training as well, that's
there's nothing worse than having a dog. And we got Brody in October a couple of years ago, and it was just going out in the middle of the night for a wee, and it's freezing cold and pissing down with the rain, and it's you just like, why did I bother with this? Then skip forward to now, and she's absolutely perfect. Just sleeps on the end of our bed, or doesn't, goes 12 hours. Don't need to take her out for a wee and stuff like that. It's like having a child. It's cool, man. It's cool.
The good thing about my dog is she's about this big.
Yours is like, pick her up. Yeah,
she'll get bigger though than that, won't she? She'll be about this big.
Yeah, she literally won't get that much bigger though. I think she's 7 months.
You'll always be able to pick her up, won't you?
Yeah,
that's the thing. But, if you need to pick her up and move her, you can. I can't.
The amazing thing as well is she's been amazing at night. She never wakes up at night at all. Ever.
That's really good. That is. When you get a dog like that, it's like
the only
she's
time
snoring.
She does snore, and when she's cold and she shivers, she goes, like proper snort. She's like a little pig.
Yeah.
But the only time she woke up in the night once was she cut, for some reason, worming tablets make her sick.
Yeah.
And we gave her one, and she just spewed up all over a crate everywhere. It was all over the place. But
nothing worse than a dog puke in the middle of the night. Ours would always jump on the bed, then puke at 4 a.m. It's happening like, I don't know, 2 or 3 times a week. And so we took her to the vets. Turned out she had it was the stomach acid, like acid reflux. Okay. So we started giving her like a carrot and some biscuits before we went to bed, and stopped it.
Wow.
No way.
But yeah, always wanted to puke on the bed, never on the floor. The laminate flooring, where you can easily, scrape it up. Get on the bed, stare at us, puke.
Puke your ring up.
Yeah. Then at 4 a.m, after clear it up, and then
So how's your 2022 been, Bob?
Mine has been uneventful. I haven't really done anything.
That's all right. Yeah, you've just been enjoying yourself in Cornwall.
Yeah, just summer was good because it was really hot. A lot of swimming. Did a bit of scuba diving, snorkeling around the rocks and stuff. Saw this cool little flatfish.
Oh, sick. Is that where they're both their eyes on?
Yeah. I think it was
like a little manta ray.
Yeah, like a bream, I think it was. I've just done loads of like house stuff. What's that?
It's
I miss
Ray
that.
Fillet,
Ray Fillet.
Manta Ray from Ninja Turtles. That's what Rob saw.
Yeah, I've just been, like DIYing and woodworking, and so I'm really into my woodworking stuff at the moment.
Was
So,
it this year you changed your decking into a seating area?
yeah, I did. Yeah, my old decking.
Honestly, I
Just
think
have-
if you've put a picture up of that on your Instagram, it's I am Robert Quint, or is it Rob Quint? But whatever.
I am Robert Quinn. Yeah.
I don't know if you private or whatever, but
No, I like abuse from everybody.
it's like I was so impressed with your seating that you made from your decking. It's like I don't want to sound patronizing, but it's so it's so professionally done. It looks so good. And then all the chopping boards you've been doing with the resin.
Yeah, resin. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of resin stuff, so it just keeps you sort of like, since I was into the resin stuff since about 2015. I sort of got into that, but like with lockdown and everything, when COVID came in, it was something to do, wasn't it? And learning more of the woodworky stuff, I think.
I love how Rob says COVID.
COVID.
It was like when we were
Like
younger.
Coven.
He
Corona.
COVID. He couldn't say vinegar. He used to go Vigna.
Vigno.
Vigna. Can I
I
have
used
some
to say-
Vigna on my chips, please?
Fuman instead of human.
I used to say that, and I used to call pork fork. And my sister used to say "Amen" instead of "Amen." if you like.
Ah, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Right. So it's Christmas. What are we all doing for Christmas this year?
I have no idea.
No idea.
I've got a tree.
I like that tree. It's looking nice.
This is your new pad, isn't it?
Yeah, so I inherited that tree with the flat.
Hey,
Oh, really?
They come with the tree.
It's black and it's proper goth. But I
Hey.
did buy the lights that I've
Wow,
so
that is-
gracefully put round all the picture frames. And
Nice.
then I bought the silvery bits, tinfoil? Tinsel.
Tints.
Yeah, I put some tinfoil on it. But yeah, no, I'm enjoying being here, to be honest. Like, yeah, it's really nice. Really chilled location. Really quiet. And
That's what you want,
and I just get to make music and watch films. And I've started playing computer games again, which is mad.
What are you rocking?
I'm doing Cyberpunk at the moment.
Oh,
Is that any good?
So I don't know yet. I don't know, but I've got through basically all the tutorials at the start. I'm just starting to get into the game. The one thing I would say, and everyone has said this, like I'm starting to walk around the world, and there's like NPCs walking around. They haven't got a lot to say, and there's not a lot to do in those cities. But I'm hoping, I don't know, some of the what's the word for it? Like some of the challenges, etc., like the actual missions, sorry, they make up for it, because it does look beautiful. I mean, I'm playing on a PS4, so that was like the rockiest console it came out on, but there was an update. And I watched like a YouTube channel, and they're like, okay, they fixed loads of stuff for the PS4. And I was like, oh, fuck it, I'll throw my hat in the ring, because
It had a bad start, didn't it? In life.
Yeah, it was very similar to Fallout 76 in the fact that
I saw some great videos though. Like there's one mission where you meet this one guy, but he's meant to die on the mission.
Oh, and he just carried
some
about
glitch, and anywhere this character went, this NPC character was always with him, no matter
That's
where he went
amazing.
in the game. And like I know one of the things that like game developers do to kind of save on space is that you can only normally see what's in front of you, so whatever's behind you like disappears.
Yeah.
And so one of the issues that game had was when you turned around, it took a little while for all the characters in the background to generate
in.
so they would all like you turn around, then all of a sudden they'll start popping up. And
I've had one glitch, and it was quite a glaring one. So like, I think the first mission, you've probably seen it in like all the gameplay trailers. You go in and you rescue this woman who's in like an ice bath, and she's obviously had a load of, I don't know, a chip put in her head and all this stuff. But you have to go through these gang members and shoot them. So it's the first one, and I was like, oh, right, I get to see the gunplay, blah, 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 blah. Go in, and I pull my gun out, and it's just like that. So there's no gun there, and there's no iron sights, and I just got murdered. But yeah, that was the only glitch I had, and I had to restart the whole thing. So there was no gun, and you just holding his hands. It's quite weird. But like the look of it is amazing. The voice acting so far I'm really enjoying. And I'm kind of looking, I haven't completed the game in like a year, so I really want to get into this, and I'm hoping I can. You know,
Is
when
that
you
the
want
one-
to sink your teeth into something.
oh, Keanu's in.
Yes.
Yeah,
I forgot he
he's,
was in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not turned up yet. He's like the machine something or other, isn't he?
I remember the trailers like really promised the whole like you can upgrade your whole body like with robotic parts and stuff. Is that still like a massive part of it or
that's
not really?
huge, yeah. So that's like your upgrades. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like in Skyrim when you get different abilities. It's exactly the same as that, but you have to go to a Ripper doctor and go and have these things attached to you. And I remember originally it was always going to be first person, that game, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah. Because I'm surprised actually because they did The Witcher.
That's what I thought. Because
I've never played The Witcher.
You'd like The Witcher, I think.
Rob,
I do want to
honestly,
play it.
dude,
you'd like that.
Keep replaying the same games over.
I do Fallout. That's it. I just play Fallout 3.
Get the game of the year edition or whatever it is, Rob, and it's like you get.
I do want a good, I'd say fantasy, open worldy type.
What about Dragon Age Inquisition? Is that too old now to play?
I didn't like that one much.
No.
Like I like the first one, the second one not so much. The third one, yeah. But I preferred the Mass Effect games that they made. To be honest,
I still want to play all those games.
I did play the first one. I think it was. Was it the first one?
First one was on the Xbox.
I played the newer one. It was just shit.
It was a while ago.
It wasn't too bad, but like we're talking about glitching. It was like I remember like I was playing it and there was a guy running around me and his hands were up in the air the whole time because for some weird glitches. Like that's what happens when they just rush games or.
The Callisto project's exactly the same, just come out, but they released it too early and it's been review bombed because it's been so glitchy and bad.
Well, Starfield, because it was meant to have come out way before Christmas, the Xbox exclusive Bethesda game.
Yeah.
If you haven't had a look at it, because I'm a massive Bethesda fan, like it looks awesome and there's like thousands of planets, etc., etc. But I have to have respect for Bethesda. Instead of like letting it go, well, I think they learned from Fallout 76. Instead of just throwing it out there and going, we can fucking patch it later. They've gone, no, we'll put it out in another couple of months. Yeah. So it should be coming out soon. But I'm really excited for that game. Like really excited for that game. But I have to buy an Xbox Series X or S to play.
So what you just got all? There you go.
That's what is that the S?
Yeah, so this was in the Black Friday deal.
What?
So it was like 180 or something pounds. So I got that, and obviously you can't put games in it because it's like digital only. But I've got a really good hack for you. I was telling Rob about this earlier. So Game Pass is £10.99 a month.
Yes,
but if you buy, like say, because you can only buy maximum 3 years worth of Game Pass at a time or whatever. So I bought 3 years worth of Xbox Gold. So, which was the old online stuff that you used to get, and so I had three of those passes, and so for £60, which cost for all those, got them £20 each. I've now got 3 years worth of Game Pass, which
I'm doing that. That's genius.
Saved me £300, and I've been downloading loads of games. So I've got all the Gears of War games. Obviously, you've got limited space on there, but I'm sure you can plug a external in there. But I tell you the one game I've just Ori and the Blind Forest and Ori and the Will of the Wisps, they're really good.
Unravel's Ace as well, but I think
I've got
that on other stuff now.
But I tell you what I just downloaded, which came out last week, and it's called High on Life, and it's
is that the Rick and Morty?
It's by Justin Roiland.
And,
all your weapons have got faces and they just talk to you, but they sound like Rick and Morty basically. But it's really good fun, and it kind of takes the mick out of glitches and like cliches in video games and stuff like that. It's really good so far. I mean, I'm not that far into it, but I think you'll like it, Tom. It plays a bit like a Bethesda game.
Yeah, my plan was, because I thought I was getting paid before Christmas, but it's in between Christmas and New Year I'm getting paid. So I'm going to go out on the Boxing Day sales, and depending on how I feel, it's either going to be an Xbox Series S or an X. I don't know if I can warrant like 500 quid on something though.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you just want Bethesda games and like Xbox exclusive games, just go for the S and just get the Game Pass.
Yeah,
save you so much money, man. And I mean, I've still got my PS5. I love that as well. And
what are you playing that's only exclusive on that?
On the PlayStation?
Yeah,
I got a game called Returnal. That's really good. Basically, it's kind of like It's like a looping kind of game where you kind of have to keep
Oh,
the
yeah,
game perfectly into like a bit like Groundhog Day, but it's like sci-fi.
But without Bill Murray.
Yeah, without Bill Murray. And
I just keep playing The Last of Us. That's
Yeah.
all I keep playing.
I've
Is
been
it the
playing
first one or the second?
Both. I've just yeah.
I've got a friend who
done the
just
first and second.
they completed it in like what's the most hardcore mode you can do it in,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
and like 100%ed it. Yeah, that's it, and 100%ed it.
Well, I've got
Kate.
the remaster or remake of 1.
Yeah.
And I think it's great, although some characters have got really long necks. I don't know if you noticed, like his daughter at the beginning has got a really long neck.
She looks a bit like an old lady,
Yeah.
face-wise, and then body-wise. Not like an old lady.
The trailer for the show just came out. I'm cautiously looking forward to it. I'm just hoping it's not going to become another Walking Dead, because that'll...
Yeah. I'm trying to view it as a standalone. It's not the game type thing, because everyone sort of compares. They say Bella Ramsey doesn't look anything like Ellie.
I'm not bothered about that.
It doesn't bother me, but that's what everyone seems to be moaning about. I'm just going to try and watch it as its own thing instead of trying to, compare it to the game, which I love.
I
dearly.
mean, she's wearing the same clothes that she wears in the game, pretty much, and the monsters look pretty good. And it's directed by the guy that did Chernobyl, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
See, that gives me hope.
Tom,
Yes.
so if you have no plans for Christmas, you're more than welcome to come to Shez.
Oh, bless you. I don't know what to do. I literally don't know what to. Like last year was the time I went and saw. Who did I go and see? Nathan's was wicked, but I don't know. I think we're just going to go out, like, and just I don't know, do something. I'm not massively into it anymore. But
Changes as you get older, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does, man. Really does.
I guess when you have if and when you have kids as well, that kind of changes things as well.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Rob? Is your folks coming around? Or...
Yeah, no, just folks come around here and have a bit of food and watch a few films and I think Chris is coming down on the 27th, I think, or 26th, 27th. Yeah, so we're going out for a meal. Then, and it just be. I mean, I'm working up until Friday anyway, so it's just literally going to be, that.
Tell you what I'm excited for.
What's that?
Sorry, I just thought. So, like recently, I've been going because where I work. Might talk a bit more about this actually because it's really chuffed. So, like the guy who I work for is a chap called Matt, and he's proper sound, love him to bits, and the woman called Leanne, and they're like the bosses you've always wanted. Do you know what I mean? Like,
right.
Proper get it. They're in the creative industry, a creative industry, and like they've took on 3 members of staff. So it's always been Leanne and Matt and another guy called Dan for the last 8 years. They've just took on a chap called Jack who does motion graphics, another lovely girl called Ellie who's proper sound, and then they've took on me who's a fucking bumbling idiot. And like, but we went for like a work do the other day. This is just before I found out I had COVID. But it was really nice. I was patient zero.
Now they've all got COVID.
They all had it before, I think. So none of them managed to get. Dan got it and I got it. But we're going for another works do for Christmas on Tuesday, and we've got Secret Santa. And I know it sounds lame, but I'm actually kind of looking forward to it.
So I love Secret Santa.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. I think it's more fun than saying get everyone presents.
Yeah,
that's what we do in our family. So there's usually about 6 to 8 of us that get together for Christmas Day, and instead of all having presents to buy for everyone, because one, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
So what we do is we just put everyone's names in a hat, and we each pick a name, and we have a £30 limit, and that's it.
That's good.
And it's really, really nice. It's one of my favourite parts of the day.
So we're doing that. We got the Secret Santa. I think we're limited like a cap of 10 quid. And like I know who I've got, and I think I've thought something funny, and just in case they watch it, I'm not going to say anything on here. I'll
Socks
update
and
you.
a chocolate selection box.
I was looking at all I got for Christmas was this T-shirt from Lidl. No, Christmas jumper from Lidl. Have you seen those?
No. Get one of those Greg's jumpers from Primark. Have you seen Greg's? They've got like their own branded clothing line in.
That's amazing.
Used to do a card, didn't they? They did a really
the
like
economy
Tesco's. Yeah, like it was just literally just had Tesco Christmas or something written on it.
But I think we're also going to Rosa's Thai. Have you ever been there?
What's that? I don't know.
So it's a Thai restaurant.
Okay.
And I'd really recommend it. Like I've been a few times now. It's beautiful. It's like where the old library used to be. It's amazing. And then we're going for a pub quiz afterwards. So I'm looking forward to that. That'll be fun. That's Tuesday. And then I've just got, because I got the whole of Christmas off as well. And I don't know what I'm going to do
You've
myself.
got like a proper Christmas.
First time ever. Yeah.
Yeah, this is my first Christmas. I haven't been doing a music video in the past 4 or 5 years. So it's nice to kind of just
have a bit of Christmas time.
Yeah. So,
been watching any Christmassy type films?
Watched a few. Yeah. So I went out with my friends, Ben and Edge the other week, and we went bowling. There's this place called Lane 7. It's in the mailbox. It's pretty cool.
Oh, no. Yeah, the one right at the bottom that's all glow in the dark.
Yeah, it's quite cool. And after that, we went to see this film, Violent Night.
Violent Night. I do want to see that, actually.
I'm not going to say it's amazing, but
it doesn't look amazing.
It's entertaining. It's kind of basically like Home Alone meets Die Hard kind of thing, but with Santa Claus. And it's good fun. Basically, Santa Claus beats the shit out of people in very violent ways. It's good. It's all right. It's entertaining.
It's what you want
the best thing was there was a drunk guy behind us who was just heckling the whole way through the film, but he made it funnier because he was just doing narration to the film, like to all the Home Alone-y kind of traps, because there's like a.
Was he on his own? Or was he actually with someone?
I was with someone. He was like his girlfriend or whatever. But and like when I saw him at the end, he looked exactly like what I thought the person that would be heckling looked like. And I'm pretty sure there was some homeless people in the cinema as well, just trying to keep warm, which I don't blame because it's been pretty cold recently.
If you're going to keep warm with the film.
Yeah, and he just kept just shouting. Like there's one bit later on in the film, I won't spoil it, but he just shout, "Yeah, he bent that bitch right up," and I just like,
is it a British film? What I was going to
say. But yeah, fun. I mean, I've watched the usuals. I watched the Santa Claus movie where we were putting our tree up with Dudley Moore and John.
Classic.
And you got the Penguin as like the elder Vendergump elf. You know, what's his name? The one who plays Mickey in.
Yeah.
He's like
I forgot he was in that. I always forget like every year.
He's got this massive long beard that they all carry or whatever, like a trail.
And shall be known as Santa Claus.
Yeah. I mean, I know we talked about it on that first Christmas one we did, Tom, with Rich, but it's basically like Superman the movie, but with Santa instead.
Yeah, 100% it is.
What else have I watched? I watched The Muppets Christmas Carol.
I've just watched that.
Which I think
one of my favourites.
Yeah.
It's so good. Like, I think one of my favourite...
Bettina! Belinda!
Rob's pretty good at doing Kermit and Miss Piggy. One of my favourite things is when they show Kermit walking, and like there's this one where he's walking and he's got like Tiny Tim
on his shoulder,
and you've kind of got the floors rotating with the building going.
And what about the bit where that's quite good when he ice skates as well with the penguins?
Yeah.
Weird.
I love how Michael Caine is in that film. Like he takes it
so
seriously, and it's like
that's what he said. He said that he was going to play it as a Shakespearean type film, and he's not going to acknowledge the fact that it's a Muppets film.
That's how you should do it.
Just like, yeah, cool, man.
You let them be the silly ones, and then I think that's how it works. If you try and match the silliness of a Muppet, it's just gonna.
There's a serious weight to that film, and I know the subject matter and the actual like story's like weighty, but like he certainly brings that.
I love the spider kind of Muppet. That's kind of like I love that one as well.
Still warm.
But also they're quite creepy, like the ghost of
Marley and Marley.
No, not that one.
The big one that doesn't speak.
So you kind of got the ethereal ghost of Christmas Present. That is quite
the future,
creepy.
Isn't it?
Future one's got like a big bumhole mouth. He's like and then I think the other one is like a big jolly. He's the king of Christmas.
Yeah.
It's but he
dies quickly, doesn't he?
Yeah. But it's so good. And then I think we're going to watch this week. We're going to watch Scrooged and
classic
Home Alone. Got to save Home Alone till last. but I know Tom's already
one or two,
two.
or both.
Both.
I don't like two really.
What?
I don't like two.
Nah,
I find Kevin.
Get out.
Kevin's are like complete.
You
capricious-
loved that film, Grant. You had the toys, you had the foam, you had the
Hang on.
Walkman
One second.
thing.
One second.
He's
He's
gonna go get
still
it
got the
now.
thing.
He's gonna get it.
Hang on.
He had. He went to, or someone, I think a relative went to America, or you went to America. I can't remember. And he came back with all this swag. He had the Talkman, was it? I think.
That's it.
Talk
Yeah. I was wanting one of them.
I swear, you'll probably deny this, but there was some sort of like foam sprayer thing. Was that? Did you have one of those? Like a
No,
foam
so
thing?
I had
don't
one.
imagine that a bit.
Hang on, I've got one. Hang on, I'm going to go and get it. Just talk amongst yourselves.
This is what it was like, Graham.
So a foam sprayer.
Yeah, it was like I swear it was like one of the characters' heads and like foam came out. I don't know. I might have imagined this, but
I want to
remember
see it.
He had a Kevin McAllister doll,
Yeah.
like I'd say a small. It was like a child-sized doll. Again, I could be dreaming this, but I'm pretty
I
sure.
don't
it
remember
happened.
them having any toys for Home Alone 2, but it was a long time ago.
Oh, I can't remember now. I swear. Did you have a doll, Kevin?
Right.
Did you have
back. Okay.
Did you have
So first of all, when I was younger, I had this toy.
Oh, there you go.
No,
But
I
this-
swear you had a
that
bigger one.
looks-
You had a
but
bigger
with
one.
this
Absolutely
So we had
petrifying.
we had a
That
Chris.
mouth
Look
is
at that
a bit,
face.
Yeah, that's what I'm
suggestive.
saying. It's a bit of
So
a Kelly I bet Michael Jackson.
Yeah, he had one of those in his house.
up his ass. That's how we got the sound.
Jesus.
So yeah, I had
Did
this.
that
one-
spray something out of its mouth?
No, it
Oh.
screamed.
No, you
and
sprayed it
pressed the
in.
button on his back. But I had this one.
It's taking a dark turn.
Oh,
we
God.
had like a Christmas themed thing at school, and we had to bring some Christmas things to put on this display. And I bought this to put it on, and obviously thinking I'll get it back, but some bastard stole it. So when I was at a toy fair a couple of weeks ago, I was walking around. The first thing I saw was this for like £2. I was like,
Oh, that's not the original one.
no. But then this is original. Okay.
I told you it was real. I told you it's a real thing.
So
What the fuck?
this
it's like
had a
Kevin McAllister's in your room right now.
it's got my
Um,
arms. So this
What
had
was
this had a pull string in it.
Yes, it
Just to do- no.
talked.
Is that what
And-
you were looking for then?
Yeah. But no, the pull
In the
string
wrong place.
was on the back. But a certain Robert Kenyon,
Did I break it?
he pulled the pull string and spun it round like this and there, and then let go. But the pull string remained in his hand, and the toy went flying.
Amazing.
After that, Kevin never spoke again.
What a bastard.
But yeah, we spoke about this on the original one, but obviously I didn't have it to hand.
That's amazing.
I knew there was a life size.
I don't know
one,
why
but a
we
bigger
still have
one.
it. But
That's
yeah,
probably worth some money now.
maybe. Well, not now because
Should
someone broke it.
contact Macaulay Culkin on social media and say, yeah, do you want this? See what he says.
Did you,
Should
ever,
animate it.
did you ever see like he did a band?
Oh,
They did
God, yeah.
Velvet Underground songs.
The
but-
pizza.
Not
Pizza thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jesus.
But I think he's
Bless
put
him.
himself out a bit now. He did a lot of videos with Red Letter Media. I don't know if you ever watched Best of the Worst and stuff like that. It's great, like YouTube show.
What about his brother though in Succession? He's smashing it.
Oh, he's great. Like he was in
Mm.
Fargo as well, wasn't he? And
Yeah.
Which one?
Kieran
Which
Culkin. Well, you got Kieran or you
Is it
got
the one in
Rory?
Signs? Which one's the one in Signs?
I think he's the one in
Signs
Signs,
is Rory, I
isn't he?
think.
Rory.
Is it Rory who's in Succession as well?
I can't remember.
Have you watched Succession?
I have
Right.
not seen Succession.
Both of you need to watch Succession.
Neither of us.
I'm ordering you now. It's the best writing and like one of the best series you'll ever watch. I think it's just due a new series and like honestly, get up to date. It's fucking rad. I won't. It's basically based on.
I've read some stuff about it. I think.
What's the name?
Picture.
It's based on Rupert Murdoch, and like
Oh, okay.
sort of anyway, but about family who are in the media. And he owns like all the TV stations, etc., and it's about this. They're just horrible people, to be perfectly honest. But like, whoever Culkin it is, his character's wicked, and some of the comebacks and some of the insults in it are just incredible. Like the writing's fantastic. I'll leave it at that. Watch
I'd
it.
say there's one show I want to watch as well. And I can't remember what it's called now, but I think it's on Apple Plus or Apple, whatever it's called. And it's directed by Ben Stiller, and basically people go to work, but they can detach their brain from what they're like outside of work.
I do that all the time.
I was going to say.
Oh, what's it called? Anyway, never mind.
I like the idea of it, though.
What other Christmas films?
Oh, what was The Grinch?
Which one? The Jim Carrey one?
Jim Carrey one, of course.
I've never seen that.
I watched the new one as well. The animated.
There's another one?
There's an animated one with
It's Benedict Cumberbatch does the voice of
Cumberbatch.
It's really good.
Cumberbatch.
I'd give it a spin.
I mean, the Jim Carrey one. It looks very televisual when you watch it now. I find it looks the cinematography is very weird. I don't know if it was like early digital or something, but
I think you'll find, and I might be wrong, but it's because it's interlaced.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
it just looks weird.
Yeah, I think it's interlaced.
Is that
so it's been made for TV, but it's not. If that makes any sense.
Is that just the way they've encoded the DVD or the Blu-ray?
I don't know how to. I was talking to my boss Matt about it, and because they've done some stuff for the BBC, and you have to. It's called interlacing, and yeah. That's how. So you probably know more.
I
than
remember
me,
back in the day
when it makes it look like that
when you had to capture your footage from a tape to the computer. When you had to press play and record on the computer before you could just put a memory card in. You'd have to then you'd have to de-interlace your footage once it was on Premiere or whatever. And
oh no way!
Yeah,
mental.
But other Christmas films, you got the Gremlins.
I've not watched that
for years.
How have you not watched that for years? You were Mr. Gremlins.
I've still got my Gremlins Christmas jumper somewhere, but I've become too fat to wear it.
Tom, you're muted.
I'm doing it because I'm coughing.
Oh, okay.
Just go for it.
There you go.
Good. No, I haven't seen Gremlins for ages. I need to put that on my list. I keep saying I've got a list. Never watch them.
Can you imagine them doing another Gremlins film?
Well, they're doing a series, aren't they? Like
animated one, aren't they?
Yeah.
And then they did the short Groblins. I don't know if you ever saw that.
No.
Oh, it had Corey Feldman in it, didn't it?
Corey Feldman and Zach Gilligan. Is that his name? Zach Gilligan?
What's that called? Groblins?
Groblins. It's about
these
3
really
minutes long.
Puppets. Yeah.
It's like, I'll call you Fizmo. Fizmo the Morgwai. And then Corey Feldman is the sheriff. And he's like, I don't want no Groblins in my town.
It's kind of
blowing everyone away with a machine.
They've made it a bit like Grindhousey, haven't they? If I remember,
it's just a parody of just ridiculousness.
Did you ever see those like awesome like little shorts where I think they incorporated Gremlins into other films, and it's like they're all puppets and stuff like that?
I've never seen that.
But Tom graciously gave me a gizmo, didn't you? A couple of years
ago. Yeah, you've got a gizmo. A gizmo. No, it's a proper gizmo.
Yeah. It's nuts though, that film. I think that film came out on the same day as Ghostbusters in like July or June. Why would you release Gremlins in June or July? Weird.
Yeah.
It's so...
That's strange.
Set at Christmas.
Yeah, because there are people who consider it not a Christmas film, but I think it is. Because
I think any film set at Christmas.
Set in Christmas. Die Hard.
Yeah.
Well, there's that argument.
Has anyone watched Die Hard yet?
Nope.
No,
I found my box set though on Blu-ray. Today, as I was going through them all, I thought I didn't even know I had this.
I might crack my white vest out and start rolling around on the floor and break some glass.
Make sure you got no shoes on.
No.
Shut the glass.
Shut that.
Mr. McLean.
Oh, that was good.
What's his name?
Harry Potter. That's the next ones I've got to start watching.
Do you consider
I've only ever watched one.
They're not Christmas films. Though.
Oh, they're a Christmas film. For me, I don't know why.
Mate.
they're a Christmas film.
Yeah, okay.
Expelliarmus.
A few.
I get what you're saying.
Experiment with my anus. Sorry. I used to watch them every Christmas, basically.
That's it. Some films that aren't Christmas films. You say, like, I associate Indiana Jones and Back to the Future as sort of Christmassy films.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, I think those
classics.
Those ambling-y kind of films.
More Boxing Day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a bit. I think I prefer Boxing Day to Christmas.
Yeah, I don't know. They all blur into one to me, to be honest.
No.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
Kind of gay to-
No, so I'm gonna. What's it called when you smash all the fucking veg up and then fry it? What's that called?
Well, you've
Smashing
got bubble
veg
and
up and frying
squeak,
it.
but I don't know what they call
Bubble
like,
and squeak.
yeah,
An omelette.
It's an omelette. Yeah.
A veg
Throw a few
omelette.
eggs in there.
Yeah.
No, bubble and squeak better than a Christmas dinner.
What?
Yes. Brown sauce, bubble and squeak, and leftover turkey. I'm happy with. That'll
I'd
do,
like to
mate.
do a Christmas barbecue. That would be my
Oh,
What about
ideal.
a pizza, but a Christmas pizza on your wood.
Yeah.
the Crown, which is by my dad's, have actually done a
Really?
Christmas pizza.
Have
And I
they?
think there's one in Lidl at the moment.
But Rob's
My
actually
Christmas
got.
pizza. I've got a
Mm.
pizza oven. I say
Ooh.
pizza oven. It's one of these. It's an uni thing, and it's like just like a little slot with a
Like
stone
little
in
slot.
it. And it gets a like a little 500-degree stone thing in there, and you whack pizza in. A minute later, it's cooked.
Nice.
Right. But it's a
Well,
whole art to it. That's the thing, though. You can really mess it up on you if you ain't got enough dough made. And you mess up the first one, that's it. You've screwed up 12 hours worth of proving dough, making dough, and then getting it stuck to the bottom, and you ruined it. So you have to make a few. It's a fine art. You get there eventually, but yeah, I'm still learning. It's nice though. It's restaurant quality.
Nice.
That's what I say. But yeah, no Christmas pizza for me.
So
Christmas Chinese.
while we're on the topic of films, anyone watched any good films recently that are not Christmassy or?
Not a film, but series.
Yeah, go on.
And it's from a film, Willow.
Is it good?
Was that all right?
I'm fucking enjoying it. The first one I wasn't into, and then like I got to the end of it, I was like, I'm in, I'm liking this. And there's a couple of characters who've really sold it to me.
Willow, not one of them.
Willow's definitely not one of them.
Really?
Like,
heard
he's
bad things about
the
him.
weakest. We always knew that he couldn't act anyway, but like he's terrible. He's awful, but everyone else in it is really good.
Me and Rob went to a Comic Con like
Oh yeah.
and we've got a video of it. We're like videoing Warwick Davis walking around. And
What
Rob
was that?
Rob just
Ben?
pops in and
What
goes,
was that sort of thing?
because he's that tall, isn't he? He's very small.
He's so little. This is what I said on the video.
He's so
Popped up, I was
small.
like, look at this.
Bless him.
little.
There he is. There's Warwick.
Hey, Warwick, how you doing? He's always at that Comic Con. He's got
Yeah,
nothing
but
else
he's
to
like,
do.
yeah.
Oh, he's shooting Willow now.
Yeah. He's not, I thought he'd be too busy with Tenable.
Only the film Lord of the Rings could have been.
Yeah. Well, there's rumors, or I don't know if that was the old like thing that Willow was supposed to be like that. George Lucas couldn't get the rights to Lord of the Rings or something, so that's why Willow exists.
Imagine how convoluted that would have been if he got that.
I know.
Jeez.
Take it, Val Kilmer's not in
No, he's not well, is he? Bless him.
Well, I think
I've
he's
got a feeling
okay
it's going to
now,
turn up.
isn't he? He's just
he just can't talk, can
He's
he?
just been ravaged by like cancer, but I think he's well now because he was
He was in
Top Gun. Have you seen that, Rob?
No. I do
It's
want to
actually-
watch it.
His
His son does his voice for him, does he?
What?
well, he only
Because he can't.
talks.
He's got one of those.
Yeah, he's got a tracheotomy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so he can only talk with that sort of noise.
but-
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and so his son does his voice for him in a lot of things. If he has to sort of dub.
I'm
and that's what I heard.
surprised they're not able to get all his audio from films and kind of do the.
They did.
AI.
They have. Yeah, they've done an AI. There's a clip on YouTube. Don't know why I watched it, but it was on there. So AI have recreated his voice, and it sounds so good.
Amazing.
So it's just like him. Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, if I was ever going to lose my, say, if I got diagnosed with something, I was going to lose my voice. I'd probably try my best to record every sort of word that I could ever say. So I had, so you don't lose your voice, kind of thing. It's nice that
Because
you
it's
can,
mad. What's his name? Famous scientist in the wheelchair.
Stephen Hawking.
Because they got a better voice for him, didn't they? Because he had one of the first ones of whatever that computer was. And he was like, no, that is my voice.
Yeah, he had the robot voice. I have that robot voice. But no,
I just thought that was cool because he was so, that was his voice.
You've got that rugby player who's got, is it multiple sort? No, what is it? Is it? Oh, I forgot what it's called now. Is it MS? No, it's not MS. Anyway, whatever that that like diseases, and he managed, before he lost his voice, he like did what you said. He recorded he literally went through the dictionary. And
although I think I got pretty sucky voice, to be honest, so it could be a chance to improve it. Looking on the lighter side of things.
But they did it to Luke Skywalker in The Mandalorian, didn't they? So like they got years of audio books that Mark Hamill read for Star Wars and put it all into the computer, and it just kind of.
I don't understand, but Mark Hamill is not dead.
Yeah,
and
but
he's still got
Hamill,
a voice.
His voice is like,
is it not?
Mark Hamill apparently is like a massive chain smoker, so his voice is quite gravelly now. And if you listen to him in the original Star Wars, it's up there, and now he's down there. And
he's got a bit of a weird face too now.
But our friend did
Chuck Norris,
a film called Accident Man 2.
Oh, I remember you talking about
this. It's got a female character in it who is now in prison for doing very heinous, horrible things. And I was chatting to the lead actor the other day about it. And apparently, because he was on the Corridor crew, I don't know if you've ever seen the Corridor.
I love that.
So he was on it, talked about stunts with Freddie Wong and some of the other people. But apparently they were going to replace her face with someone else, but they didn't do it in the end. They
just cut her out.
So no, she's in it.
Oh, is she?
They just left it in. Sony were like,
no one's going to watch it. So sorry, mate. Sure, everyone watching it. I'm sure plenty of people do. Lots of Russians and Belgian people.
Any other good films or shows anyone's watched?
I've started watching Wednesday last night.
Any good?
It was all right. It's weird because it was all right. It's all right. It's like I don't know. It's kind of like, it feels like it's made for kids, but with loads of gore in it.
It's got gore in it.
Well, yeah, it's decapitated people and.
I never thought they would. Didn't she go to like a school for like specially gifted kids?
Nevermore, it's called.
But they've got like some sort of powers and stuff.
Yeah, it's a bit like X-Men type.
But then that was never in the original.
No, I think it's just the story.
They were just a kooky family, weren't they?
Yeah, and they put in little things like this. I think one of the men said to her last night, "It's like, you're so creepy and kooky," or something like that, from the original lyrics. But I think, something like that. And it's a little cheesy, but by the end of it, I was like, it's not too bad. I think I'll watch another one. I've only watched one episode, but it confused me because the opening scene, she pours loads of piranhas into a swimming pool, and it bites off the nutsack of one of the swimmers who'd been bullying her brother. And immediately I thought, where the hell she got a load of piranhas from? Within that short time frame, who sold her those piranhas? And do piranhas survive in chlorinated water for that long?
It's like, isn't there a story about Mick Hucknall? I think it's Mick Hucknall. He's in a restaurant and he saved these
holding back the ears with that rabbit.
No, he saved like some lobsters from a restaurant, or bought the lobsters
and tied them to his head
and put them into the water. They're just going to die in the water because of.
Yeah, because
on YouTube, it's about an hour and a half long, and I got well sucked into it. There's a bloke who does exactly that, and he saves this lobster, and he even gives it like, what do you call it when you give someone
CPR?
It's cracking.
Is his name Pinchy?
No, he so like they've got the rubber bands on the pincers, and like they've had them on that long that obviously the claws don't work anymore, and he gives it. What's the word for it? Like
an animatronic.
You know when you've had like an operation and then they give you like, look, you're gonna find a book about what I'm trying to describe.
To give him Clawful's claws,
like a robot pincer.
Basically, he massaged it like with his pincers like this for months upon months.
Oh, I see. Yeah, strength back.
Yeah, what's that called though?
I don't know.
There's a word for it. Physiotherapy. That's the word. Jesus Christ. Got there eventually. Fuck.
Because I've seen people do it to dogs who kind of got legs that don't properly work, and they just keep massaging them.
Yeah.
Bring them back.
What, lobsters?
No, dog's leg.
Dogs. Do you remember Rosie, the German Shepherd? She
had like a little
wheels on her
trolley.
back
Yeah,
legs, yeah.
I
Oh, bless
remember.
her.
She like couldn't move her back legs, and so we put her in this little wheelchair thing, and she pegged it so fast up the garden she couldn't stop, and ended up doing like a 360 somersault thing, like like you see a car chase and it flips over. That's what she did in dog form.
Is that a common problem with German Shepherds? Like,
What, going 360?
Having robot legs. Hip dysplasia. It's quite common. It's common.
It's like dogs. It's like Dalmatians. You get blind Dalmatians. And stuff.
But like, if you watch like any of the Commonwealth Games, and like the people have got, those like, what are they when they run?
The
like,
blades.
The fucking
blades.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's like something out of Cyberpunk.
What's the film where there's a woman who's got those and she's like cutting people's heads off and shit like that? Like,
oh, it's the Grindhouse one, isn't it?
Grindhouse, and she's got a machine gun leg.
no, it's not that
Or is it a
one.
different one?
No, it's the Kingsman, isn't it? And like,
Yes. But I thought that was very Cyberpunk. Because you remember the original advert of Cyberpunk? They had those like mantis arms.
Yeah.
Did you ever see those stilts that I bought? And they
Yeah,
were
I
like,
remember,
they were the same as those blades, but
Yeah.
you put them on the bottom of your feet, and you could run. I never used them because I couldn't.
This is one
balance
of
on them, but
Rob Kenyon's amazing purchases.
I've still got them. They're in my garage.
And how many times have you used them?
Never. I remember Scott using them once in Cornwall, but other than that, and you can bounce like, I don't know, 20 foot in the air, and they're like stilts with springs, but they're shaped like a blade. And you can apparently run at like 20 miles an hour. And
see, I want to have a go on them, and then I also want to have a go on some of the things that make you look like Iron Man, and they can actually you can fly with them.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. Yeah,
jetpack
proper
things.
I want to have a go on that so bad.
That'd be cool.
That's what. In fact, I watched that on Corridor Crew.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was on Corridor Crew. I'm sure one of them goes and tests it out, but it's rad because he wants to be like Iron Man. But they're like really, like, I think he just hovers for like 10 seconds, and they were like, that's amazing. But you've got blokes who are just flying across water. It's
Have you seen that? I forget his name. He's a British inventor guy, and he's absolutely mental.
Is he the one who's got the has he got the bunker in his back garden?
Yeah, he's built a bunker under his garden.
This rings a bell, this does.
Yeah,
but he's built like Wolverine's claws that like pop out.
Yeah, flamethrowers, and
he built a real lightsaber. Was that him or was that someone else?
I think so, something like that. But there's videos of him. He straps like 5,000 rockets to the back of his bike and just cycles along, and all he's got is like a piece of mattress to protect him from all his
I love it because he wears his shirt and tie all the time.
Yeah. I forget. Colin Furze, his name is. I started watching him for the first time the other day. Absolutely mental.
But I love watching stuff like that. Like Adam Savage is tested as well.
Yeah. So that's.
To be honest, I've probably watched more YouTube than I've watched any films or.
Same. Yeah.
Just get sucked into YouTube.
Man. Yeah, YouTube's the one. I absolutely love it.
It's like you can cast it to my TV, so.
Yeah, and it feels a bit more personal because they're not like super polished people. They're just like me and you.
Yeah.
And like, I'd never heard of this guy. I found out this guy called Mr. Beast.
Oh God, I know all about him now. He makes millions.
And like, I've never seen one of his videos, never heard of him until it just popped up the other day and I was watching it. And basically he got a several £1 million jet and he was giving it away to one of these YouTubers and they all had to have their hands on it, and the last person on it got to keep the jet. And that's like,
tell you what I did watch.
I'll be pissing all over the floor.
The Pepsi, is it the Pepsi
they
film?
do that. They have it and they put like a sheet around one of them and you like piss in the bucket. What are you saying?
Oh, the Pepsi, Where's My Jet?
Yeah, Where's My Jet? I really enjoyed that. I've got one episode to watch, but like I don't think he gets the jet.
Oh, is this on Netflix?
Isn't it? Yeah. They did a competition, didn't they? They didn't think anyone would bother.
And there's no disclaimer at the bottom.
Yeah, saying
and like you can win a jet with this many Pepsi Max points. Anyway, in the booklets, you could buy the Pepsi Max points to get like the crap hats and the jumper. I mean, the amazing cool jumpers and hats and shit. And you could buy them just for like $1. And he figured out that like a Harrier jump jet was worth, I don't know, 14 million. And you could buy for, I think, $750,000 the amount of Pepsi points it was to get this Harrier jump jet. And it's amazing. Like watch the documentary. And I won't spoil it, but it's wicked.
There was a guy in the 80s, like when the first Batman film came out with Michael Keaton. Coke were doing I think it was Coke doing a competition where you could win a Batmobile. And this guy won a Batmobile, but little did he know that it didn't actually work. It was just like a static,
like a toy or something.
Yeah. And then part of the thing was he wasn't like, he had to sign a contract that he couldn't make money from it. So he couldn't like take it anywhere. He couldn't sell it. He wasn't allowed to sell it. So he just had this.
We just have a random Batmobile.
Just had a Batmobile. And then apparently, eventually, they wanted to buy it back off of him for Batman Returns.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
10 million, please.
Yeah. But I think, again, they probably did something where it was a contract where he didn't technically own it, and they could probably just be like, ours again.
I might watch that new Batman tonight.
I like it. It's the music's ace. I love the look of it, and I really like the cast and crew. I think the story is okay. It doesn't justify a 3-hour runtime, though.
No.
But it's Batman, so I love it anyway. And he's in the costume pretty much. Like, you'll never see a Batman film with this much Batman in it. And he's in the costume, like, I'd say 90% of his screen time in it.
No way.
Pretty awesome.
That's right.
The music is rad. I love the music. You haven't seen it yet, have you, Rob?
No. Is it a guy who did Planet of the Apes?
Yeah.
Matt Reeves, I think.
Yeah, so it's worth a watch.
And I love those films.
Another good film to check out. Northman was good. You might like that.
I like the look of that, yeah.
That was worth a watch. My favourite film of this year, and maybe even the last few years, is The Banshees of
Inisherin. You're saying, yeah.
So good.
Don't know what that is.
Banshees of Inisherin. I don't want to tell you the plot because
let me write it down though.
When I went to go and see it,
it's Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell.
No, don't like him.
Sound like my other half.
Banshees of Inisherin. Oh, okay, yeah.
The guy who did In Bruges. Martin.
This looks amazing. I was going to let it off for having him in as well.
But like, I had no idea what the plot was. I just knew who was in it. I thought it was present day. I didn't realize it was a period piece set during the Irish Civil War and that.
Hello there.
But I don't want to tell you the plot because I went into it completely blind and I was just like, this is so fucking good.
Yeah, I don't know. I ain't got a clue. I saw one brief clip on Graham Norton the other day. But I love In Bruges, so I'm willing to give it a go. I'm willing to do it, man.
Do it.
So should we wrap it up then? Should we call it a day?
Let's do it. But should we do one in the new year?
Yeah,
I think we should.
You should come back, Rob.
I think you should, Rob.
Murray up here. What do you think? Yeah, cool. What's
Elvis saying?
We can see him.
Elvis, what are you saying?
I've actually got Rob on.
Give me a burger, man.
Rob's on this poster here.
Hey, I can see the Ghostbusters fire thing there too.
I was trying. Rob wasn't aware, but I was trying to like hint to buy his off him.
I don't think
he got the hint.
I was looking at doing it because I was looking at all the bits you can buy.
I think I'll send you all the links to him.
Yeah. How much? How much you want to buy it for?
Well, I don't want to buy it now. I got my homework.
All right.
Fuck you. Right. So anyway, have a very good Christmas, you guys, and
you too.
And a good New Year. And thank you very much for watching. And we'll see you later.
Bye.
Goodbye.